Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. I am Deep and I am so excited to have you here with me today. If you are new to my channel, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so that you never miss any of my amazing content. And today we have an exciting topic to talk about Python variables and data types. As we all know, variables are the building blocks of any programming language, and understanding them is crucial to writing effective Python code. And in this video, we will be exploring the fundamentals of Python variables and what are their various data types and how they play a crucial role in programming. And this whole topic would be divided into multiple videos. I would try to bring them in short videos so that you can understand them. You will not be overwhelmed with too much knowledge at the same time. We will cover the basics of declaring and assigning variables, understanding different data types such as integers, floats, strings, dictionaries, and various others, and how to perform operations with them. And whether you are a beginner or an experienced programmer, having a solid understanding of Python variables and data types is essential. And by the end of this video, I am sure that you will have a solid foundation to build upon. So let us dive right in and uncover the world of Python variables and data types. Are you ready, guys? So let us go. Then what are variables? You can think of a variable as a named location in memory that is used to store the data. Yes, variables are used to store values that you can use later in your program. These values can be a number, string, or any other data types which we are going to discuss soon. So if you are still thinking what is exactly a variable, then let us try to understand this with a variable box example. You can think that box is like a variable in Python and the thing inside this box is like value of that variable. Just like you can carry your box wherever you want, you can put whatever you want to put inside this box. Same way you can use this variable wherever you want and you can assign whatever value you want to assign to it. So programmatically, let us try to understand how you can declare a variable. This is one example, and here, just like as you can see, I am declaring a variable is and I am assigning this value of 30. And now I don't need to use I don't need to print this value everywhere. I can simply use this variable like print is and it will print me output of 30. I can change this value from 30 20 and then this will output me 20. I can also do different operations on this. Just like say I want to do this is equal to is plus 4. Now if I try to print this value, then it will print me 24. So this is how it has made my life much easier. I don't need to declare this variable every time. I can use this variable wherever I want and it will simply replace that variable with the actual value which I am declaring, and that actual value is the last value which I assign to this variable. So as you can see, I assign 30 here, but then I change this value here to 20, then it will be printing me 20. But here I am again assigning this, or you can say reassigning this value by incrementing by 4, then it will be giving me 24. Now whenever you use the name as in your code, it will be replaced with the value as we already mentioned. And understanding how to use variables, that is essential for writing Python programs. So just make sure that you understand this concept right. And there are also some rules regarding variable declarations. First rule is that all variables must start with a letter or underscore and followed by any combination of letters or digits. Like you can also declare it like this: is equal to whatever you want to assign this value. This is the right way. You can also say like is and name, or is like this is name of person, or you can assign some value like 56, and then you can also say is 86 is equal to 86. So these are different ways to declare a variable, and all of these are different from each other. Another very important rule which you need to memorize, that is variables in Python are case sensitive. So is equal to 34 and is equal to 33 both are totally different. If I will print is here, then it will print me 34, and if I will print is here with first character capital, then it will print me 33. So in summary, a Python variables are name locations in memory that are used to store data. It is like a box in which you can put different values. You can create it to a new value. And most important, variables are case sensitive and they must always start with a letter or underscore. So with this, we now move to the next topic, that is Python data type. And as we have seen in our previous slide, that here I am assigning a is equal to 30. This is a number, or you can say this is a numerical data type. I can also declare something like this, where I can say that name is Deep. So this is a string. These things are known as data types of variables. So here age is a numerical data type. Actually, in fact, this is an integer. We will come to that later. And this is a string data type. It is a sequence of characters. So each of these, as we know that these are known as characters, and string is a sequence of characters. This is a sequence of 4 characters. So with this, let us move. What are the various data types which are defined in Python? So Python basically defines 7 data types, one of which is numerical data type. These are used to store numbers, as we just mentioned before, that age is equal to 30, that is using to store number, and 30 is integer. Apart from integer numerical data type, there is also float data type, and another one is complex data type. We will come to these things later. We will discuss these things in more detail, but right now we are just trying to understand what are the various data types which are available in Python. Second data type is Boolean data type. Actually, this is used to store either true or false data type, means either their value is true or their value is false. You can also assign these numbers also. So every non-zero number will be treated as true and every zero is treated as false. String data type, as we just mentioned, that strings are used to specify sequence of characters, and you always define them with double quotes or single quotes. Fourth data type is list data type, and this is used to store a collection of values, and lists are defined using square brackets. So if you want to store, like I have 3 numbers which I want to store, so there I can store this using list data type. And then tuple data type, which is used to store which is similar to list, but that is immutable. Immutable means once it is declared, it cannot be changed. So whenever you try to create it, change it, it is always creating a new data type, new variable. So that is known as immutable data type. And tuples are defined using parentheses. Another data type is dictionary data type, and this is used to store key value pairs. Means here you can declare properties and then you can assign values to those. And this collection of properties are known as dictionary data type. Like here you can say name of a person is this, age is this, and address is this. So name, age, and person, address, those are properties. And the values assigned to them, they are values of these properties. And they are always defined with curly braces. And then set data type. Set data type is used to store collection of unique values. Yeah, I know this might sound a little confusing to you because we just mentioned those things in theoretical way, but soon we will be coming to discuss them in more detailed way. Of course, not today because this video is going to be longer. We will come on these details on these data types in more detail in our next video. And also there is one thing more. If you have remembered that we are specifying so many things here, like they have many data types, but do you need to specify what kind of data type I am going to specify here? No, it will automatically reduce the type of variable on the basis of the value which is assigned to this particular thing. If you are coming from C, C++ world or Java world, then you always have to declare what is the data type which you are going to store there. Just like say, if I need to specify in C, we used to say that int age is equal to 34. This is C++ way. But in Python, you don't need to specify data type explicitly. Python will always deduce its data type on the basis of the value which is assigned to it. Here it is deducing that this data type is integer and this data type is string. Now let us see how these things are declared in Python. So x is equal to 5. This is how we define complex numbers. All of these 3 data types, they are numerical data type. Then this is Boolean data type, is valid is equal to true. You can also specify false. This will be treated as Boolean data type. And this is a string data type, which we already saw, that it is a sequence of characters. You can define them either using single quotes or using double quotes. And then to define a list data type, you can define that using square brackets and the values inside that square brackets separated by commas. Tuple, as we mentioned, they look almost similar to list. Just only difference is that in terms of syntax. In terms of syntax, only difference is that square brackets are replaced with parentheses. But there is more to it. This is not the only difference for which tuples were brought into Python. We will discuss them in later in more detail what and where to use tuple and where to use list. Then set, we are defining them using curly braces. But again, here if you in terms of syntax, only difference is that square brackets are replaced by curly braces or parentheses are replaced by curly braces, but that is not the real difference. Real difference, we will come on that later. And dictionary data type, as we said, the dictionaries are used to store key value pairs, means this is a property and this is a value, and this is again another property is, and this is a value, and each key value pairs they are separated by comma, and then all these key value pairs are enclosed within curly braces. So this is how you define different kind of data types in Python. And in summary, a data type is like a label, just like you said that Python variables they are like a box, and on each box you put a label, that in this box there are toys, in that box there are garments, in third box there are stationaries. So these labels define what is inside that box. Same way data types define what kind of values this variable is holding. So you can create a variable with a specific data type just by assigning a value of that type to the variable. And with that, let us wrap our today's video. But wait, there is more. As we already mentioned that this particular topic is going to be divided in multiple parts, and I am trying to keep them in small videos so that it will not be too much information for you to grasp at once. And to see how this story progresses, be sure to tune into the next video which we will be coming with soon, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. With that, have a nice day. Bye bye.